We back with another video. We're here with that Hitler speaking English. I was looking at this video some time way back, but I'm just not getting to it. So we're gonna get to it now. Let me know in the comments what we're doing next. I ain't gonna say too much. I got another channel, Xavier Swift. Go look that shit up. I drop a lot of, documentary type of videos and learning things and such like that. So let's get straight to this shit. See what this shit talking about.
In connection with the Jewish question, I have this to say. It is a shameful spectacle to see how the whole democratic world is oozing sympathy for the poor, tormented Jewish people, but remains hard-hearted and obdurate when it comes to helping them, which is surely, in view of its attitude, an obvious duty. The arguments that are brought up as an excuse for not helping them actually speak for us Germans and Italians. For this is what they say. One, we...
Wait, let me take that back real quick.
The arguments that are brought up as an excuse for not helping them actually speak for us Germans and Italians. For this is what they say. One...
Helping who, though? The Jewish or helping the Germans? Hey, y'all have to let me know in the comments. If I ever have something that I'm confused about, let me know.
We, that is the democracies, are not in a position to take in the Jews. Yet in these empires there are not 10 people to the square kilometer, while Germany, with her 135 inhabitants to the square kilometer, is supposed to have room for them. Two, they assure us we cannot take them unless Germany is prepared to allow them a certain amount of capital to bring with them as immigrants. For hundreds of years, Germany was good enough to receive these elements, although they possessed nothing except infectious political and physical diseases. What they possess today, they have by a very large extent gained at the cost of the less astute German nation by the most reprehensible manipulations. Today, we are merely paying this people what it deserves. When the German nation was, thanks to the inflation instigated and carried through by Jews...
Did you just say he's just giving out what they deserve? You talking about death, Brody? The fuck?
Deprived of the entire savings which it had accumulated in years of honest work, when the rest of the world took away the German nation's foreign investments, when we were divested of the whole of our colonial possessions, these philanthropic considerations evidently carried little noticeable weight with democratic statesmen. Today
Bro, this goddamn killer ass nigga, this the first motherfucking murderer I met to use so much fucking big words, nigga. The fuck does that mean? I can understand. Like, it'd be like, all right, so boom, I'm listening to this shit. And then he'll say a long ass word. I'd be like, wait, hold on. I think of it in my head. I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, I know what that means. And then that 3 seconds of me thinking of something, this nigga say some other shit. And I'll slow down again. And I can't keep up, goddamn.
I can only assure these gentlemen that thanks to the brutal education with which the democracies favored us for 15 years, we are completely hardened to all attacks of sentiment. After more than 800,000 children of the nation had died of hunger and undernourishment at the close of the war, we witnessed almost 1 million head of milking cows being driven away from us in accordance with the cruel paragraphs of a dictate which the humane democratic apostles of the world forced upon us as a peace treaty. We witnessed over 1 million German prisoners of war being retained in confinement for no reason at all for a whole year after the war was ended.
Okay, so what war is he talking about right now? Was there like a war between Germans and Jewish people like before him? Like what radicalized him or made him so adamant and so ambitious to, exterminate the Jews and shit like that? What the fuck happened? Let me know in the comments.
We witnessed over 1.5 million Germans being torn away from all that they possessed in the territories lying on our frontiers and being whipped out with practically only what they wore on their backs. We had to endure having millions of our fellow countrymen torn from us without their consent and without their being afforded the slightest possibility of existence. Supplement these examples with dozens of the most cruel kind. For this reason, we ask to be spared all sentimental talk. The German nation does not wish its interests to be determined and controlled by any foreign nation, France to the French, England to the English, America to the Americans, and Germany to the Germans. We are resolved to prevent the settlement in our country of a strange people which was capable of snatching for itself all the leading positions in the land and to oust it. For it is our will to educate our own nation for these leading positions. We have hundreds of thousands of very intelligent children of peasants and of the working classes. We shall have them educated.
Man, you gonna call them niggas peasants? Was peasants like a normal term back then, or is that still like demeaning as fuck like it is now?
In fact, we have already begun, and we wish that one day they, and not the representatives of an alien race, may hold the leading positions in the state together with our educated classes. Above all,
I'll never get that shit, bro. Why the fuck people care so much about somebody's skin tone? Like it just doesn't click. Like it's just some low vibrational ass shit.
German culture, as its name alone shows, is German and not Jewish, and therefore
It ain't even about skin tone, cause ain't they all white? So it's not even about skin tone. It's really just about that people as a people culture.
Management and care will be entrusted to members of our own nation. If the rest of the world cries out with a hypocritical mien against this barbaric expulsion from Germany of such an irreplaceable and culturally eminently valuable element, we can only be astonished at the conclusions they draw from this situation. For how thankful they must be that we are releasing these precious apostles of culture and placing them at the disposal of the rest of the world. In accordance with their own declarations, they cannot find a single reason to excuse themselves for refusing to receive this most valuable race in their own countries, nor can I see a reason why the members of this race should be imposed upon the German nation, while in the states, which are so enthusiastic about these splendid people, their settlement should suddenly be refused with every imaginable excuse. I think that the sooner this problem...
Wait, so what made him say that during this speech? Was he talking about America when he said the states who are so enthusiastic, woody woo? Like, is he saying like America was like defending them, or was he saying something completely else? Let me know in the comments right now.
Problem is solved, the better, for Europe cannot settle down until the Jewish question is cleared up. It may very well be possible that sooner or later an agreement on this problem may be reached in Europe, even between those nations which otherwise do not so easily come together. The world has sufficient space for settlements, but we must once and for all get rid of the opinion that the Jewish race was only created by God for the purpose of being in a certain percentage a parasite living on the body and the productive work of other nations. The Jewish race...
Damn, hold on, let me take that back. And this nigga had power.
That the Jewish race was only created by God for the purpose of being in a certain percentage a parasite living on the body and the productive work of other nations. The Jewish race will have to adapt itself to sound constructive activity as other nations do, or sooner or later it will succumb to a crisis of an inconceivable magnitude. One thing I should like to say on this day, which may be memorable for others as well as for us Germans, in the course of my life I have very often been a prophet